Hello everyone! Today we will be making a recipe that is so easy and so delicious that even a 4-year-old can make it. Join me and my grandson as we make the most delicious, fluffy homemade pancake recipe. Let's go!
And you got to go. 1, 2. Woo!
It's mine.
Oh.
Now it's okay that we made a few mistakes here. The best part is that I'm doing it with my grandson, and we're starting this recipe off with the wet ingredients.
I have to put it in the eggs.
Yeah, pour the eggs.
The wet mixture includes 1 egg, 3/4 cups of milk, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and if you use a liquid sweetener such as honey, you'll add that also.
Whoa.
Good job, buddy.
It's still hot.
Yeah, okay, now. Get it? And you're gonna do it like that.
Mix it up.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn into something else.
So you're going to whisk together all of your wet ingredients. Now the butter was a little too warm and it did kind of affect the eggs, but it didn't affect the final results. Just make sure before you add your melted butter to the mixture that it's cooled down completely, or at least cooled down mostly. Now we'll do the dry ingredients, which include 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Again, you can use honey or another sweetener if you like. Now I used a different flour here than I normally use, and as you can see, it's a little bit stiffer than regular all-purpose flour. However, it did not affect the outcome of the pancakes. It came out, actually, I feel like it came out better than it would have if I had used all-purpose flour. I've made them with all-purpose flours, with oat flours, and with whole wheat flour, and to me, this particular flour was the best.
Here, okay? And
Here?
I'm gonna mix it while you're doing it. Yeah,
I'm gonna put it in here.
yeah, put it in there.
So after combining the dry ingredients, we're going to mix in the wet ingredients. Now, because my grandson is helping me, we're doing it a little bit at a time, but if you were doing this at home alone, you would just pour the wet ingredients in and incorporate them. The less you stir your pancake batter, the more tender they are. Now again, I am using a different kind of flour. It has more fiber in it, and so usually it's not this thick. But you can always add more milk to it to thin it out. And it, of course, it depends on how thick or thin that you like your pancakes. I like mine's a little thinner, so you'll see we'll add a little bit more milk to it.
Milk. It's gonna be. What's gonna be? Milk. It's gonna be milk.
The older I get, the wiser I get, and I realize how important it is to tell our children and our teens and our young adults the life lessons that we've learned along the way, because everybody doesn't have that, you know. So it's always a great thing to invest in your children and just give them your time and your knowledge so that they can grow up and live life to their fullest potential. Now you're going to add about 1/3 cup of the mixture to a hot skillet. The key to this is to make sure that if you're using cast iron that the pan is seasoned and it won't stick. But you can use just a regular skillet if that's all you have. Once the pancakes begin to bubble, you know it's time to flip. So when you see a good formation of bubbles on it, as here, you know that it's a time to flip that pancake over. And this is another thing that you don't want to do. Once you flip it, cook it on that side, take it out of the pan. You don't want to continue to flip-flop back and forth around because that can also toughen your pancakes. And here are the final results. As you can see, the pancakes came out perfectly and were made even better because I made them with my grandson. Now, he skipped out on me before I started cooking the pancakes because he got distracted by Sonic. However, he really enjoyed them and I did too. Thanks for watching and see you next time.